One lie leads to countless more to cover it up. Ripley, in his quest to assume someone else's identity and lifestyle, had no choice but to silence anyone in his way. He dragged Freddy's body out, planning to dispose of it. But just as he stepped outside, he ran into a passerby. Thinking quickly, Ripley mimicked Freddy's voice. Everyone assumed he was merely taking care of his drunken friend. Once he got past the crowd, Ripley dumped Freddy's body in the countryside. Of course, leaving it unburied meant it was destined to be found. Sure enough, the next day, Freddy's body was discovered. The police came to investigate. Ripley stayed calm and collected, but he didn't anticipate the sheriff bringing more news. Someone had found a blood-stained sunken boat by the sea. Panic set in. No matter how careful he was, one day his lies would catch up to him. After sending the sheriff away, Ripley decided to take the initiative. He could not simply wait to be caught. Using William's identity, he wrote a suicide note confessing to killing his friend. Ripley was meticulous. He scratched out the real photo on William's passport and forged an identical signature. Once again, the police were none the wiser. Ripley then traveled to Venice under his own identity, made new friends, and continued living smoothly. But he overlooked one person, William's father. A son dead in a foreign land naturally raised suspicions, especially since he had withdrawn a large sum of money before his suicide. The wealthy father arrived in Venice and hired a top private detective. Ripley panicked at first, but the detective turned out to be an ally. He quietly explained, "I don't want anyone else to know," revealing that William had a violent streak, even bullying classmates to near death. The father had sent him to Europe to lay low, but William had gone too far and refused to return. When the father heard William had killed someone, he wasn't worried. He simply assumed his son had withdrawn money and fled. To protect the family's reputation, the father gave Ripley a large payoff. By chance, Ripley escaped once more, but he could never be truly safe. Every lie he had told would never disappear.